Hello, hello. I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at it's Dondozo. My mind kept saying Dodonzo, but it's like no, Dondozo, and I feel like it was Dodonzo because Dodongo, and it's like no, it's not that. Dondozo. Dondozo. You're a fucking Dondozo, you idiot. We just gotta keep fucking roasting the internet here because I don't know. I didn't expect. Like, I just finished the Fubuki Veluza thingy, which first off, I don't even know if it can learn Blizzard, let alone it's not an ice type. But seeing Mizu here at the top, it just makes me feel complete knowing that my parents aren't brother and sister.
I don't care that Mizu means water in Japanese, because naming your Pokemon water is stupid. There's no two ways about it. If a Japanese person saw your Lapras and it was named water, that Japanese person's probably going to think you're an idiot.
I saw fucking Mizu, which pisses me off, and it's actually kind of ironic because I think in the intro video I said if your Lapras is named Mizu, and sure enough, some idiot out there thought that was a good idea for a nickname. Yeah, it brought back memories of that Lapras clip. Mizu is always gonna be a bad name. I named my water Pokemon Water! Riptide right... Dondozo. Riptide down below, if that's another generic water type nickname we see all the time. Do with it what you will. I don't know why we keep Hold on, can I look this up? Is this like some sort of fucking, like... is that who this is? Is that what it's meant to be? Are we basing it off of this girl? Or are people just, like, stupid and don't know that Aquafina is spelled like this? Like... What's going on here? I don't know if putting Katara on the big whale Pokemon is the most flattering choice. I feel like if Katara personally knew you were doing that, she would not be happy. So maybe put that on a more complimentary Pokemon. Same goes for Korra. You're not fucking slick. Tsunami's a generic water type nickname we see all the time. Do with that what you will. I do want to scroll up just a tiny bit so I can show off Sushi King. Not because I think it's a good idea, but just to highlight the idea that Dondozo and Tatsugiri are paired together. Unfortunately, I am not recording them together. That's just not the way the cookie crumbles. But I think naming like sushi-based nicknames on Tatsugiri is probably going to be a bit too on the nose and maybe not the best choice. But I think if you wanted to put a sushi restaurant kind of nickname on Dondozo, that would be a little bit better. Because it's like, he himself is not sushi, he is the whale, and they work in tandem. What's a famous sushi place? Nautilus I recognize, and I remember talking about that before. Nautilus is like 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something like that, or the name of the submarine or something like that. Also, just because it occurred to me right here while thinking about Blue Giant, looking at Blue Giant, Blue Meanie also comes to mind. He was a fat professional wrestler that literally... I love the concept of this. They were making fun of the New World Order, and they made a team called the Blue World Order, which is the stupidest idea, but it was great. Blue Meanie was one that was set aside for, like, Walrein, because I don't know, I just felt like that fit for whatever fucking reason, but you could put it on Dondozo too. The problem with Blue Meanie is that neither of their shinies are blue, so better hope it's not shiny. Big Blue, there's a choice. I'm willing to let it pass because F-Zero, but also Big Blue just refers to ocean. Instead of Deep Sea, Deep Blue could also work. And in a weird way, I think maybe Deep Blue could work for like a water and psychic like Veluza. Because Deep Blue is the name of that chess computer. So I mean, I guess that made it kind of smart, right? I'm not saying this is a good choice, but I do know the name Real Big Fish, like after the band. So if you like that band, that's an idea. See now, Jabu Jabu and Jaboon, we're going to pair those two together. That's my first thought when I saw Dondozo. When the fucking generation was revealed and I was looking through the Pokedex, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Lord Jabu Jabu, Jaboon, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker. Personally, I feel like it's up to you. I think Jaboon fits better because, I don't know, Jabu Jabu himself is kind of just like, I don't know, like Clanker, I guess, or something like that. As to where Jaboon himself, appearance-wise, resembles it better. But that in mind, I still prefer the name Jabu Jabu, or would rather use Lord Jabu Jabu over the two. I hope that makes sense because there's a lot of Jabu going on, but those two nicknames I feel like are obvious choices and high recommendations for me. I'm going to go ahead and highlight Don Jovi just for originality. That's a pun off of Bon Jovi. Does it have anything to do with it? No, but I'm here for it. Moby Thick should not have made me laugh, but it did. Well done, sir. For the record, this thread is about a shiny one. I just want to go ahead and highlight this one just because I'm nostalgic for it. Absolutely none of these are nicknames, they're just Dondozo in different fonts. But it feels kind of nostalgic for me to look back at it and be like, ah, remember when you used to be able to Google search and you'd get this as recommendations instead of cancerous AI made by Indian men in their parents' basements? Good times. Okay, well, we've reached the bottom. This last one was Pokemon X related, so I don't know why, but I still read through it anyway. I didn't come up with any good new nicknames. That's nothing. Don't care. Cancer. Empty. Dondozo. And then we we looked at everything anyway, but yeah. Okay, so I am going to be a little bit harsher on Dondozo because I feel like between Dondozo and Veluza, it's easier to come up with Dondozo nicknames. I feel like we came across a few that were decent, but might not have been inherently obvious, and hopefully that pushed you in the right direction. Things like Deep Blue, Big Blue. We talked about Jabu, and Jaboon, which were pretty obvious. Real Big Fish, like that's one that's like, you probably wouldn't have thought of on your own, but like just a direction to lean in. We do have comment suggestions real quick, which Futomaki after the big sushi rolls. Okay, well, there you go. That's something sushi inspired. Remember, if you could think of a sushi restaurant or something like that, that could also work and it would fit. King Sushi, which didn't we just see that? And then King Zora, which technically I did mention. Did I mention it? That might have been the Veluza. Yeah, because I mentioned Zora, but King Zora, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't have anything written down outside of Jabu, and Jaboon, which are basically the same fucking character. So, any other ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use or recommend. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna go get food. I think my next food meal, I think I got some pancakes that are waiting for me.